Hello, family. It's been a minute since we've chatted. So much has changed. So we're getting ready to shoot a new YouTube video. So while I get ready for that, I'm going to catch you guys up on what's been going on. We're pregnant. Actually, 9 months. I'm 39 weeks pregnant, which is really pregnant. And we are expecting Lux any day now. So it has been a whirlwind. We've been ready for a while. I wouldn't say like getting ready. We've been household and everything ready for like a few months. If you know me and if you know Joe, then you know we're not going to leave something like that to like the last minute. So household wise, we've been ready with all of the little intricate details that we've needed to be ready to welcome a baby. Now, to add a little extra razzle dazzle, my mom is here. My mom has been here for a few weeks. She did not want to miss the birth of her first grandchild and, of course, of Lux. So she's been staying with us for the last few weeks. So that has been quite a time. I have not lived with anyone, besides my husband, in like years. And I just, like, in my head, the last time my mom and I lived together would be the last time that my mom and I would live together. But it has not been. So she's been here, which has been so helpful and a blessing. She has been, there's makeup on this. She has been helping cook, clean, like instill tips and tools that we could use, give knowledge and personal experience from her birthing chronicles, and she's been a great support system. She's went to doctor's appointments with me, so she's been an extreme asset to us. While she's been here as well. So we're just living as a family of three, all coexisting together, all making it work together. We're showing her Arizona. So her coming here to visit with us was our first time ever coming to Arizona. So we've just been, every single day we go out and basically show her like a new part of Arizona, because there's so much to see here. We just want to make sure that she, can fully experience it. So it's been a lot of fun showing her around different places. How do I feel? Sleep is crazy right now. Like, I kind of dread sleep sometimes. I am a stomach, but primarily a back sleeper. I'm sorry, a back, but primarily a stomach sleeper. So I like to sleep on my stomach. And for the last almost 10 months, I have not been able to do so. Because it's totally different now, having to sleep on my sides all the time. Sleeping on your sides is cool and dandy for a couple months. But now, like, you wake up with sore hips, you have to pee all night, you're extremely thirsty. Joe actually brought me this water. It's 84 ounces because the amount of water I drink should be studied. We were really debating getting a housekeeper just to do a lot of the cleaning that needed to get done while Lux was really young, like first couple of weeks and things like that. So our neighbor actually had someone come out a few weeks ago and clean their home. So I'm going to go over there. I keep missing them, but go over there and ask them, like what was their experience like? And if they like them, give them a trial run to come in and clean our home. I'm trying to take as many things off of our plate and off of our, I don't know, like priority list, things we have to do as possible. I don't really want to be super exhausted or like overwhelmed when she arrives. I really want to be cool, calm, and collected because everybody knows what they have to do, what has to get done, how long it's going to take, and no one feels like overwhelmed. What I feel about giving birth? Ah! Funny story. When maybe I was like 12 weeks or so, I woke Joe up in the middle of the night and I was like, I don't like any of the options. Like, I don't like vaginal and I don't like C-section. I feel like they should come out with another option to be able to get this baby out. And I don't know, I still feel the exact same way. I just feel like those are both crazy options. You're telling me a hole that is this big will now be this big to squeeze a baby out is... every time I think about it, it just makes me scream a little bit. Because how? Or they have to cut through 7 layers of skin to then create a space wide enough to pull your baby out. Which one of those sounds like, yes, ooh, can't wait to do it? Like, none of that is giving super exciting. It's all giving like, ah. Now I'm just at the point where I want to meet my daughter. I want to see her face. I want to hear her laugh. I want to hold her. I want her to wrap her fingers around my finger. I want to breastfeed her. Like, I want to put her to sleep. I want to like cuddle. I want to do all of those things. And I can't do all of those things if she's still inside my body. So I'm at the point where it's like that is over the whole birthing process. And I've been in prayer about giving birth. Basically since I figured out that I would have to, that I was pregnant and I would have to give birth. But for it to be as seamless as possible, for it to be as easy and as seamless as possible, and for it to be the least amount of pain and discomfort as possible. I understand that giving birth is going to have pain and discomfort. Totally understand that. But the least amount as possible is the goal. And different things like that. I'm also at the point where nothing fits. I have nothing to wear anymore. My stomach it's dropping. It has definitely dropped. It's definitely lower. Would I say it was like super low? No, but it is definitely lower. My OB confirmed a couple days ago that she's lower, but she's not super low. I forget the words that she used, but Lux is not super low. I don't know necessarily what I'm comparing it to, but I just don't feel when I look at myself from the outside in that she's super low. Like, I just don't feel like she is like, ooh, let's give birth tomorrow. I met some really cool people at my GRWM office. And they both have children, which has been extremely helpful because I've been able to ask them a lot of questions about a lot of things that I had questions on, because they recently had kids within last year or last 2 years. And a lot of them were telling me, just describing how it would feel when she drops lower and when she gets lower. A lot of people say it's pain. They've described it as pain. Like, ouch, it hurts when I'm having a Braxton Hicks contraction. I wouldn't describe mine like that. I would say it's more uncomfortable. Would I say I'm in pain? No. And I'm wondering if that is just a personal pain tolerance, because maybe I am, experiencing those different things, but my pain tolerance is different. So I'm ranking it at you know, a 1, and it's like a 3 for them or something, because the way they're describing it and the way I'm experiencing it, I'm like, okay, that could be this, but I just don't, to me, it's like not that painful. It's not like, ooh, ouch. It's more like, oh, like that's uncomfortable for a couple seconds and then it's over. It's now we're at the point where we're going to the OB every week, which is insane. At first we were going once a month, and I was like, how can they just leave us out here to try with a whole baby and we only find out information once a month? Like, that was really freaking me out as a first time mom, because I'm like, am I doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? Like, how do I know if everything's okay? I had so many questions, and I just felt like so many things were left open because you only go once a month, and I'm like, what about the baby? And now, then we went down to 2 weeks. So we're going every 2 weeks, and now we are at once a week, which is, this thing's really getting serious. When we got down to once a week, I was like, oh, so like somebody's going to be asking me to push soon. It's been a very eye-opening experience. I have learned so much about myself. First and foremost, I have learned so much about like my mental, because a lot of it is the thought work into the different things that's happening. And I have learned a lot about my community, my village, the people that, say they support you. We've already started the vaccinations talk, and there's vaccinations that you can get before your baby is even born to keep them safe from things like RSV and possibly the flu and all of these different respiratory viruses that are going around right now. It's like, do you vaccinate? Do you not vaccinate? From something as large as that to schools. Does your child go to public school or charter school or homeschool, or are they private tutored? Or there's so many different options for education. Is me and my husband raising a whole person. We are raising an entire person from scratch. And it is, it's been super exciting. It's been super exciting. It's been very revealing. It has been an experience, an adventure, but I wouldn't trade it. I feel like I'm doing it with someone that understands me and I understand them, and we have very, very, very similar goals, if not the exact same goals, for our daughter in raising her and her understanding and her development and her future. So that has made it a lot more seamless, I guess, than what it could have been, because we are both on the same page in the same book, moving in the same direction. I don't know how to put eyeliner on, so every single time I put eyeliner on, I just about jack up the makeup that's under my eye, and then I just have to clean it up a little bit. I'm just going to put a little tiny, teensy amount of product on my actual lid. And it's so funny because this was my go-to makeup look for quite a while, and then I was influenced into like, oh, try this product. So I got a few products and was trying those. I was not in love with my finished look. It was cool. Like, I would say I liked it, but was I in love with it? Like this one? No, I wasn't eating like this. It was not eating like this. This is my makeup, no makeup look. Yeah. And then one day I needed some refills, and Joe went to go give me some refills, and I was like, oh no, refill it with these, which were my old items. And just to put those on, I'm like, why did I ever like leave these items, these eat? So once you find products that work for you and you figure out how to use them on you, sometimes you don't need to buy a new product. Sometimes you don't need to try something just because it's new. Sometimes you just need to rock with what's rocking with you right now, and it's gonna eat every time. Lesson learned. It'll be a while before I'm influenced into buying another makeup product that I don't need. One thing I'm definitely bringing into 2025 from 2024 is adding things to my cart but not checking out, because that will have you overspending in ways you just. When I got that bill, when Amex sent me that bill, I was like, what did you get? Like, I went through every single, well, I do it every month anyway. I go through every single charge to make sure before I send this little banky that they're all mine. But I found myself like going through the charges, like, where are these items even at? Have you used them? Like, they were so mandatory that you got them, and now where are they? So I started to please my impulse, right? Because you see something, they show you exactly how you can use it, how it can benefit you, and you want it. So you put it in the cart, and it's so easy to check out now. Like, everything is one button, click, push, and then it will be at your house. So it's so easy to check out now. So I would put it in a cart, but I wouldn't check out. And if it's been like a week, 2 weeks, and I haven't thought about it, obviously I did not need it. Even with TikTok getting shut down, I had this whole cart of things on TikTok. I probably have like 51 things in my cart on TikTok that I have not checked out. You know why I haven't checked them out? Because I don't need them. I just see it. The people do a really great job at showcasing how I could utilize it. And I'm like, I need that. And I add it to cart. And if I haven't thought about it in 2 weeks, I didn't need it. I didn't need it. I actually can go on about my life just fine without that particular item. So that has helped me. Switching to add to cart only has helped me save a bunch of money. And then I can use that money for other stuff. There's so many things. It's something new every day that people are coming out with that they want you to buy or try or experience or be influenced to do. But I got big girl goals, so I can't buy every single thing. And I gotta have a budget. And I got a baby. I got a baby. And every time I ask people how much kids cost, they can never give me an answer. So because they can't give me an answer, I have to start making aggressive changes to make sure that I'm prepared. Sometimes done for years, I'll never throw away. I'll never throw away. It's top tier. That's your brush. That's the corners, inside of your eyes. Argue with somebody else. It takes your face to another level. And then lightly the bridge of your nose and the tip. And then lately, I don't know who this girl is, but I've been adding a little extra pop on my cheeks because I just think it is so top tier. So I'm going to add it on with that, and then I'm going to brush it off with this. I was one of those people who wanted to be a mom, but I wasn't really sure like if I would know how or be able to figure out all the things. And I didn't want to give someone like a bad experience. I wanted to give them an amazing experience in childhood. So that was always like the biggest pressure is I wanted to make sure I was together. I mean, like mentally was together as possible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. I did not want my child to have that experience. I wanted, if they needed something, I wanted to be able to go out and get the things that they needed. I wanted to be able to put them in an environment where they can thrive and grow. I wanted them to have a great community of people that were near and dear to them. I wanted them to have access to the best everything. I wanted them to have great health insurance. I wanted them to have great education and knowledge. And I wanted them to have access to the best food and the best nutrition. Those things often cross my mind. I wanted to be prepared in those ways. And I wanted to create an environment that they didn't have to heal from. You hear about so many people who have to heal from their childhood. Like, have to heal from it, or going to counseling, on medication, seeing different therapists, and they're trying to work through the things that happened to them in their childhood. And I didn't want my child to have to heal from their childhood. I wanted them to just be able to live, thrive, and grow after they blossom into their own person. Our hospital bag is packed. It's packed. It's actually in the car. It's actually been in the car for a while. So we are ready. If we are out and about in my water breaks, or we're at home in my water breaks, we just don't have that many things to like run around and do before we can get to the hospital. It's so crazy. Every time I think about it, it's just so wild. But before we can get to the hospital. So I'm trying to be, I'm not even trying. I am being more prepared for different scenarios that can happen, different things. I'm going to get waxed. Probably today. Oh my gosh, I've been putting it off because the pain, okay? And it's even more intense being pregnant. It's even more intense. The pain and discomfort from being waxed is top tier, and it's not top 2, and it's not number 2, okay? This time next week, we should have a newborn in this house. We haven't washed or like sterilized any bottles or anything because I don't know, I feel like sterilization doesn't last that long. I mean, how long can sterilization last if you sterilize it but leave it in a closet in the cabinet for 2 weeks? It's like, is it still sterile or just like clean at that point? So we have to do that this week. Sterilize the bottles. We already made room in the kitchen for like Lux's items, so she has like her own cabinets and things for her items. Breast pumping will be getting, this is like baffling to me, but we're heading around the mountain. We are crossing over to the next phase of this, and I'm going to be a parent. I'm going to be a parent. I'm going to have a child. God is good. That's all I have to say. I have been praying about a lot of things, and I'm watching those things now come to life, and it is a fantastic feeling. It's like floating. It's like on cloud 9 to see those things that I prayed for and I hoped for, and I wanted to come to life, actually come to life, like actually be playing out. I'm living it, and I'm not just talking about it, but I'm actually experiencing it. It's a different type of excitement for sure. Just a little bit. I'm at the point where I don't like a lot of nothing. Also can't fit anything anymore. I'm wearing all of Joe's clothes at this point, and I'm not buying any new clothes because I'm only gonna be this size for another couple weeks, and not even. So it's like to buy clothes for this size just makes 0 sense for me. So I'm not buying no clothes for this size. We're gonna rock it out. I'm gonna keep wearing my little handful of outfits until I get there. And then on the other side of that, I'm about to knock this weight down so I can get back to me. +1. This is so crazy. Every time I think about it, it's just so crazy. Like a baby. Whew. God be doing stuff, y'all. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All right. It's the finished look. Gorgeous, honey. I like to pull back on the braids. I actually got my braids done at 36 weeks. Because once I had 36 weeks, everyone was like, oh, you can have the baby at any moment now. Like, you're now on the point of almost full term. You know, people go into labor at this point. So I went to go get my braids done. And I got something that, 1, is low maintenance. 2, easy in, easy out. I didn't want it to be like long process in or long process out for me to be able to take it down. And then 2, I wanted something that would not pull too much on my edges, you know, for like postpartum stuff. And then 3, I think that's 3. But those are things. So I ended up with these. And then no baby yet. So I just went to go get them redone for this week so that they're fresh. Because the way I see it, like, you know, when I meet my baby, I feel like she deserves a fresh set of braids. She only get to meet me for the first time one time. I meet her for the first time one time. So I feel like I should look very presentable for her. And she's going to look very presentable for me. And I feel like when she looks up and says, there goes my mommy, I should look amazing when I look back at her. So that's goals. So these are the braids. These are the braids that we came back with, which I love. They're so low maintenance. They're so easy. And I'm going to be, next time you guys see me, I'll be a mother. I'll be a mother. So exciting. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time. Peace.